with Nginx? Is there any specific requirements?
The question is we went over the Nginx, we went over the Docker. Actually, they have no connection. They are both needed. Without Docker, we can run the whole environment, no problem. Okay, nothing. Docker is not into the action. Without Nginx, you cannot run anything. You cannot run your code in two computers because web server is needed. Without Docker, you can run. So an environment, Nginx environment can be with Docker and without Docker. Because you have a 5 million customer, you need to serve them. You need to have a lot of backend computers. You need to have a lot of front-end computers. They, in order to connect them, the front-end and backend, you need to install the Nginx. So Nginx web server is required with or without Docker. On the other hand, bring the Docker into action, you are actually the enabling the productivity, flexibility, and the bringing the automation actually one step ahead and introducing your like the DevOps-based tools and technology. Because the moment you use the Docker, so now you can use the Kubernetes, because Kubernetes is also the cluster. So in the Kubernetes cluster, you can run Nginx as well. So that is coming. That is even more complex because the stake is high. Means you have a 2 million user. You have 1 million users, right? So now the Kubernetes cluster is actually in the Kubernetes cluster. You have a Docker, you have a Nginx, you have the VPC, everything is there. Because, well, that's the reason it's a 2 million user. Because company is selling the 1 billion, 2 billion, maybe 100 billion yearly of the application, from their application. Think about the Quicken loan, they sell the $150 billion loan every year. Think about the Bank of America, they sell like the 400 billion, $500 billion loan. So you think their computer is simple one? They have 1,000 of computer. They have lots of data center. And they have lots of things on the cloud. So basically the whole responsibility goes to the DevOps teams, not the DevOps engineer. It's the entire DevOps teams. Many people work together to make sure the companies, the entire infrastructure is working as expected, flawless, without any customer issues. Of course, it doesn't mean customer never have any issues, but the maximum time, 99.99 time, uptime is good to go for the customers. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thank you. To summarize that, we can use the Nginx, and on the top of it, we can use Docker to save our time or makes the process faster.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Go on to the next question.